Man, oh man, this right here, the Analogue 3D, has leveled up my love for Nintendo 64 games. I mean, this console is already one of my all-time favorites, but this new slick-looking console has me loving the N64 to a whole new level. If you're new to the Analogue 3D, well, you insert a Nintendo 64 cartridge, give it power, plug in the HDMI cable, and boom! You have a 4K image of your N64 game. It really is that simple. On top of that, this console is 100% compatible with any cartridge, regardless of region. There's no input lag, and you have control over the visual settings and overclocking, so you can decide what experience is best for each game. Now, the A3D is nothing brand new in terms of the internet. It's been around since November 2025, so in internet years, that was already forever ago. But 5 to 6 months, that's still relatively fresh. So I'd love to share my first impressions right out of the box. This won't be a review video because there's so many already existing reviews, and truth be told, I'm not the right person to talk about the visuals. I'm still learning what every little setting can do, but that's the fun of this magical experience. Well, first thing is first, I selected the white console. Considering my OG N64 is the classic black, I decided to go with the exact opposite color as its prettier counterpart. They do come in different transparent colors, but these are prototypes, they cost a little more, and seem to sell out quicker. I'm really not picky, but also didn't feel like paying a little more just for the color. So white it is. It took a week for this bad boy to ship here in the US, and let me tell you, I was stalking that shipping label daily. The packaging is almost as slick as the console itself. I'm getting big Apple vibes here with their new MacBooks or iPhones. The box is kinda hefty and sturdy, which makes sense for precious cargo. I hope you enjoy watching me struggle to open this box with one hand. And now, the big reveal. Opening up a new console will forever be special. I was a little surprised to feel how heavy the A3D is. It's smaller and slicker than the original N64, but it's definitely heavier. One thing I was pleasantly surprised to see was that they included an SD card with the console. I'll get into more of that in a second, but seeing this made my day because I literally just returned from Best Buy to purchase a micro SD card, and that's when my A3D arrived. It would have been so annoying to head right back to the store, but I'm grateful Analogue includes the card. By the way, that micro SD card was for my brand new Summer Kart 64. I'm eager to share my experience with this cartridge, so be on the lookout for that video too. So there's a little fun surprise in the box. Underneath the console, they provided 2 cartridge cleaners. Now, you can purchase a larger bundle of these cleaners, but I'm grateful that they at least provide a few to start with, because wow, my cartridges were dirty. Something else I noticed right away was that the cartridges don't need to go in as deep as the original N64. It's kind of nice to see a little bit more of the artwork sticking out. Anyways, I did what any gamer would do. I plugged this sucker in and powered it on. On the first boot, it gives you a quick setup guide on where to best place the console, legal mumbo jumbo, and then it advises you to update the OS. I don't really understand why this thing has Wi-Fi, but you can't update the OS over Wi-Fi. So you have to either plug the console into your computer with a USB-C or with the SD card. Not a deal breaker to me though, and this is why I'm happy they provided an SD card. It didn't take long to download the update from Analogue's website, transfer the file to the SD card, and insert it back to the console. The console going through the update took longer than that, and even then, you just have to sit for a few minutes. Before going over the menu and user interface, I want to take a moment to highlight something that I had troubles with, actually playing a game. I tried playing Banjo Kazooie, Mario 64, and DK 64, and all 3 games left me with a unknown cartridge message, and it wouldn't boot up the game. Thankfully, Reddit exists because they informed me to 1, clean those cartridges, you don't have to tell me twice, and 2, you actually really need to push in those cartridges. Like, make sure it's all the way in. I didn't realize that at first, and it certainly explains it. You gotta make sure it really clicks in. The cartridge itself should take a little muscle to remove it. Now every single cartridge plays immediately, even the few that don't boot up on the first try on my original console. I was a little concerned at first, but I haven't had any issues since. Just something to be aware of. Now, as for the menu and user interface, I really like it. It's not overwhelming with some menus, it's pretty straightforward and easy to find what you're looking for. Setting the time zone and clock is handy, but it also remembers how much playtime you've put into each game through the A3D. It's cool that it also displays how many players can play each game, what accessories are compatible, the region, developers, publisher, and release date. It's those little details that are really neat and make it feel like a modern console. I kinda wish the box art would load by default. All of my games just had an image of a blank cartridge. But this is another quick and simple solution, all thanks to Reddit once again. Just download a file, pop it into the SD card, and now my games have their box art. So cool and simple. I love that the library is organized alphabetically. The console will even jump to the cartridge that is currently inserted. And you can freely swap cartridges to play a different game, so long as you're in the menu and not actively playing. Now, I didn't purchase their controller, the 8-bit dough. I'm okay without it. I have plenty of controllers, but I can't deny it's really cool and I've heard a lot of great things about it. It's Bluetooth, but you can also play it wired. It works on PC and Switch. It has vibration. You can power on the console with the controller. And probably the best feature of all, it's designed for people with two hands. Maybe down the road I'll purchase it, but like I said, I'm okay for now. But one of the biggest perks might be the fact that the controller has a button to access the A3D's menu. At first, I had regrets about not purchasing it because I was powering the console off and on to access the display settings. Thankfully, on a basic N64 controller, you can still access these settings mid-game by pressing Z and start. I'm just grateful the feature is still accessible to players who didn't get the controller. Now let's talk about the hardware and display mode. Most of these settings can be adjusted either from when first booting up the console or mid-game. Unfortunately, the only settings that I've noticed that can't be adjusted mid-game are the overclock settings and progressive output settings. Not the end of the world, but I find this a little unusual. Thankfully, you can return back to the console's main menu at any time without needing to stand up and power cycle it. You can also power down the console from the menu, which is really neat. As for the settings themselves, you can play around with de-blurring and 32-bit color, texture filtering and anti-aliasing, sharpness, image size, and fit. And probably the biggest selling point of all, the display mode. I'm not really into the CRT visuals, but I love that this option is available. I'm more of a clean guy anyways. But that's what makes the A3D so cool. You can customize it however you see fit and while you're playing the game. One of my favorite things about the A3D is that it remembers the settings you choose per game instead of forcing the same settings across the board. At first, I thought the settings reverted back to default upon powering the console back on. Thankfully, that's not the case. It's just every new cartridge you insert starts with default settings. But this is really cool because this allows you to pick and choose the settings you desire per game. And I find myself putzing around with the settings differently with each game, so I love that they did it this way. And that's been my experience with the Analogue 3D so far. There's a tiny bit of setup at the very beginning, but it doesn't take long and it's certainly worth it. I'm excited to revisit some of my favorite games, not just because it looks great, but because I use so much footage from my original N64 for videos. It will take a lot of time to recapture that many hours worth of footage, but I'm not complaining. And I'm itching to use my new Summer Kart 64 with the A3D, because now I can play modded games in 4K with hardware. I mean, that's pretty sick. Kid B would have never imagined such a thing happening. So far, I think the price has been worth it if you can swing it. I'd say it's currently the best way to play your old N64 games. I say that because Mod Retro also has a console coming soon, the M64. I can't deny that it also has my attention, and I'm curious to hear how it compares. And of course, go figure, they announced the release date of this console the day before this video came out. I can't be mad though, I'm excited to learn more about it. So far, I'm hearing that it might perfect some of the areas that A3D are kind of lacking in, but that's a different conversation. I really like the A3D, and I'm happy I finally pulled the trigger on this bad boy. And I'm really grateful for this awesome community for supporting the channel so that I can make a purchase like this and return the favor with some really cool gaming videos. All I want to do now is play some modded games in 4K. I've prepared a couple clips to show off what the A3D can do, especially some of the notorious rare games that have clocking issues. I'll put chapter markers for each game if you want to jump around. And sadly, my capture card doesn't really seem to record in 4K. I mean, it's the N64, I'm really not bothered by it, so I'll keep it simple and stay in 1080. And here's the settings that I'll be using on the A3D. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy.
me, Mario. Hello. Okie dokie.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Okay.
Here we go. Performance for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you wanna clap as we take you through this monkey rap. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK, Donkey Kong. DK, He's a hard style, so listen up, dude. She can shrink in size to suit her moves. She's quick and nimble when she needs to be. She can float through the air and climb up trees. If you choose her, you'll not choose wrong. With a skip and a hop, she's one cool Kong. He has no style, he has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. He can handstand when he needs to and stretch his arms out just for you. Inflate himself just like a balloon. This crazy Kong just digs his tune. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is He's back again and about time too. And this time he's in the mood. He can fly real high with his jetpack on, with his pistols out. One tough Kong, he'll make you smile when he plays his tune. But remnants beware, 'cause he's out. Donkey Kong. Finally, he's here for you. It's the last member of the DK crew. This Kong's so strong, it isn't funny. Can make a gremlin cry out. Can pick up a boulder with relative ease. Makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. He may move slow, he can't jump high, but this Kong's one hell of a guy. Come on, Cranky, take it to the fridge. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh yeah, walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh yeah.
Message from General Pepper. Priority 1. We need your help, Star Fox. Andross has declared war. He's invaded the Lilat system and is trying to take over Corneria. Our army alone can't do the job. Hurry, Star Fox!
Geni!